Hey guys, it's me, TheAwesome. I'm here and welcome to Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. And yeah, I got a new setup. You see, I got a whole green screen in the background. It's not the best green screen ever, but it's better than nothing. And I actually do have a brand new camera, which is not that much better quality than my old camera, but it's slightly better. I don't know. But yeah, Age of Calamity is honestly a pretty underrated game. I haven't seen that many people play this game, but the people I have seen play this game did really like this game, like Rogers Base, Born Losers Gaming. I watched them play through this game, and this game is pretty great. As you can kind of tell, I have played it a lot. This is not like me playing this game for the first time. I'm kind of just playing this game because I don't know what else to record. I have no idea what to record, and I have nothing recorded for this Friday, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna play Age of Calamity. I literally have already watched YouTubers play through this entire game before I even had a Switch, and then I'm on the very last level here in this save, so this is nothing new. None of this is new to me. But I'm playing this because it's kind of related to Tears of the Kingdom coming out in a week, and I am so excited for Tears of the Kingdom. I can't believe I'm gonna actually be able to play this on the channel, and this is kind of related, you know. This is in the Breath of the Wild art style as well. But what happened if I change the difficulty to very hard? And then let's just go to the first level to see how much very hard changes, because I have very high level characters and the recommended level is 1. So if will changing it to very hard change anything, I don't know. But something we should change is definitely Link's outfit, because I don't know why I have it equipped like this. In Spirit of Tears of the Kingdom, I can put the Hylian hood over the Champion's tunic, and the Hylian pants as well, and I don't know. I have them equipped with the Royal Guard sword just because it looks like the Dark Master sword, and I like it so much that I actually have it higher, well, not higher level, but higher attack, I guess, than even the Master Sword. But yeah, this is gonna be really easy. I'm just playing this game for fun. I don't know. I'm mainly going to be talking about how much I want to play Tears of the Kingdom, and it sucks. One thing that sucks is that Tears of the Kingdom was leaked. The entire game is out online for people to download, and people are playing it now, and that is a scary thought. I don't want anybody to spoil this game for me, so I have used an extension called BlockTube to completely block like all things that say Tears of the Kingdom in them, because I do not want to see anything. Oh my gosh, this is not like any difficult at all. Well, these are a bunch of red bokoblins, but it's like, oh my gosh. It's also kind of nostalgic playing the first level again. I haven't played this first level in such a long time. This is going to be super easy, by the way. This is just going to be me mowing down moblins and bokoblins, because this is like unbelievably easy, because I'm such a high level character compared to level 1 recommendation for this. Imagine if there were this many bokoblins in Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. I don't even know. Honestly, part of the reason I'm playing this right now is because part of me just wanted to kind of test the capture card with my new setup and everything. I know I already did an entire series of Skyward Sword HD with this capture card, but like with the new setup with the green screen, it just like feels so official. I have the green screen, I have a new camera, it's just like a whole new setup. Honestly, it's like I'm starting a new era of my channel with Tears of the Kingdom, and that's very exciting. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. But let's go ahead over here and let's defeat this moblin really easily. Imagine if you could do stuff like this in Tears of the Kingdom Breath of the Wild. Seriously, all these moblins would be an absolute pain, but we mow through them like butter. We absolutely slice through them like butter. I don't think you would mow butter, but you know what I meant. I would like to see somebody take on the challenge of fighting this many moblins in Breath of the Wild, though. If they could manage to like get this many moblins in the, I'm saying moblins, bokoblins. If they could manage to get this many bokoblins in the game in regular Breath of the Wild, I would love to see somebody like one of those Zelda pros go through this many bokoblins with the normal gameplay. Oh, people getting flung with the ragdolls. It's so good. Oh yeah, I gotta remember the the controls are different. The controls are like similar to Breath of the Wild's controls, but it's very different as well. Oh my gosh, this is just so easy. I love this game, honestly. The gameplay is not as satisfying. I just realized I'm covering up all this text. That doesn't matter. It's not as satisfying as Breath of the Wild. Like, this is a good game to play. Taking this Switch on the go, on a trip, in a long car ride, no internet, nothing to do, just mindlessly plowing through bokoblins. You know, it's kind of great when I have it, even though I already knew all of the story. But if you don't know the story of this game, like if you haven't played this game and you know nothing about the story, I do highly recommend it. As somebody, like, if you like a Breath of the Wild, you'll probably like this as well. I know some people don't like some aspects of the story and like plot twists and stuff, and I won't spoil it just in case there's anybody watching this that hasn't seen the story of this game. Oh, yeah, haha. I highly doubt that though, because I don't think many people are going to be watching this in general, so most people that would watch this probably have played Age of Calamity. But yeah, Age of Calamity is great because it takes place 100 years before Breath of the Wild, but there is a lot more to it than just that. I would talk about like all of the plot and everything, which I could. It's been over a year since this game has come out, but it's gonna be like 2 years because I know it came out October or November of 2021, and then yeah, so we're not super far away from the 2-year anniversary of this game, so that's pretty cool. But I don't know, I don't know where spoilers, like I don't know how talking about spoilers will be. One thing I love about this game is that the cutscenes look straight out of Breath of the Wild. It's just like, wow, this looks like Breath of the Wild. Cutscenes are exactly the same quality. And then Impa just looks exactly like Paya, but she has slightly different eyebrows. And that's actually the same voice actress of Impa from Breath of the Wild. I love that sound. The Sheikah Slate. This specific Sheikah Slate sound. We're not going to be hearing it in Tears of the Kingdom though, I don't think. Because we're not going to have this Sheikah Slate. I don't know if we're going to have... I don't know. This game... This video is such a mess. It's just me playing Age of Calamity, already knowing everything about this game, and just kind of talking about Tears of the Kingdom because Tears of the Kingdom comes out in a week. But that's kind of strange. 7 days from now, I'm going to be playing Tears of the Kingdom. No way, guys, it's a tower. But this is 100 years before Breath of the Wild. In Breath of the Wild, towers appeared for the first time. So, if you don't know the plot of this game, think about that. Okay, Impapaya. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna keep destroying these enemies. Again, just slicing through them like butter. Even though I set the difficulty to very hard. Maybe after this, I'll just like try a really hard level. I could do the final level, but I mean, I was talking about the whole spoiler thing. That would definitely be spoilers if I played the last level of the game. But I don't know. I love this game. Honestly, I really wish I was at a point where I had the capture card and the Switch. I wish I had all of that when this game came out, because playing this game for the first time would have been a great series on this channel. Same with playing Breath of the Wild for the first time would have been an absolutely wonderful series on this channel. But the thing is, I was too young to have had a capture card and stuff while Breath of the Wild was a thing. You know, I was 16 when Tears of the Kingdom, you know, when the sequel to the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was even announced. And now I'm 20, you know? Like, it's crazy. I was 14 when Breath of the Wild came out. I don't know. I didn't play Breath of the Wild until like a while. I don't think I played it in 2017. Might have been 2018. But I was never a Zelda fan. Growing up, I was always, when it came to Nintendo, I was a Mario fan. I loved platforming. Hey, get your hands off that guy, bro. Leave him alone. I was never interested in Zelda. I don't know. I just never really thought about it. But then, you know, Jeremy got really, really into Breath of the Wild, as a lot of people did. And I'm like, all right, I've heard a lot of hype about this game. I went into Breath of the Wild completely blind. I just randomly decided to play it one day, and then I was like, this is amazing. You know, I had my Wii U. I played it on the Wii U because I did not have a Switch, and I was blown away. I was like, whoa, this is Breath of the Wild? No wonder people like this game so much. This game is amazing. I can't really think of any specific reasons as to why Breath of the Wild means so much to me, but there's just something about it. Just the experience of playing Breath of the Wild for the first time completely blind, not knowing what I was going into, which is not what Tears of the Kingdom is going to be like, because I do know what I'm going into with this game, which is going to be an interesting change for a new game. But like, just that experience, Breath of the Wild was such a crazy experience, such a great experience, and it just meant a lot to me, and I absolutely fell in love with Breath of the Wild, and then I ended up just like falling in love with the Zelda series, because I remember before I played Breath of the Wild, I did a video where I played Ocarina of Time, because again, like, I knew Jeremy was a big Zelda fan, so I'm like, you know what, it'll be funny, you know, Jeremy would find it interesting, and anybody that liked Zelda would probably find it interesting for me to play like an actual Zelda game for the first time. And I did not know what I was like, I did not know what I was talking about, I did not know anything about Zelda. Just because I wasn't a Zelda fan, I was like, okay, this is neat. And then I played Breath of the Wild, and then I fell in love with Zelda games, and then I went back and played Ocarina of Time with Jeremy, because there was, well, first there was the Ocarina of Time recreation in Minecraft, which great map, but then I discovered there was a multiplayer mod for Ocarina of Time, and so me and Jeremy started playing that, and I did a whole playthrough, or not a whole playthrough, but I did a playthrough of that for a long time. And then eventually, when me and Jeremy stopped playing multiplayer, I just ended up starting to play the game on my own. I went through a couple dungeons. I know I think it was the fire dungeon was like super difficult and made me rage a whole bunch, because I don't know, I never finished playing it. Like, last time I did a stream, I think I did the icy caverns or something, and I think I drained Lake Hylia, and I was gonna go to the water temple or whatever, and I never played the game again. That is a shame, but it's like, the thing is that the game was super stretched out. Like, my playthrough of the game was super stretched out over a long time, where I was a teenager where I started Ocarina of Time, and then I continued playing the game later on as I got more into Zelda. And I don't know, it was never really my thing, you know, the low frame rate, the game was just super dated, I guess, and I didn't really enjoy it as much, because I've always heard many, like, people love Ocarina of Time, people cherish that game, but I never felt the need to go back to it. It was kind of like a chore to play the game sometimes. By the time I actually had a Switch, I had finally graduated from high school, and my parents promised me that once I graduated, my gift, it would be that they would get me a Switch. And then I finally had a Switch, and the first game that I bought was Skyward Sword HD. Is that the only game that I've bought with my Switch? I think Skyward Sword HD is the only game that I've bought for my Switch. I've made videos playing Smash. I do have Smash, and I do have Age of Calamity. That's because when I got my Switch, Jeremy and his uncle Omar bought me Smash and Age of Calamity, and I'm super grateful. And Eddie got me this Pro Controller that I've been using for like almost every single game that I play. I've been using this for Final Fantasy VII, like I use this on my PC, I love the Pro Controller. And so thank you, Eddie, if you watch this, because I love this Pro Controller. Only thing that would be greater, like if I didn't have this, I would get the Tears of the Kingdom one, because the Tears of the Kingdom one looks super great. But yeah, I played through Skyward Sword finally, because I was like, I was excited to play a new Zelda game, and it had just been, you know, remastered, Skyward Sword HD for the Switch, so I went ahead and I bought it. And even though I did take like breaks and I did get frustrated with the game a lot, I got tired of the game at some points. Overall, I love my playthrough of Skyward Sword HD. I've enjoyed Skyward Sword HD more than Ocarina of Time, or from what I've played of Ocarina of Time, because Skyward Sword HD, well, first of all, it's remastered. They added a free camera, like moving the camera like this, which wasn't in the original Skyward Sword, and just that tiny little feature changes the game so much for me, because it's so hard for me to play games without a free camera. I hate it when I can't rotate my camera in games, and like I said, Ocarina of Time is just super dated. Recently though, there is the Ship of Harkinian, which is the PC port of Ocarina of Time, and I checked that out recently, and it has a free camera, and it's in 60 FPS, where the original game is like in 20 FPS. I don't even know. It's super choppy. I think they've just added like custom models and texture support, so there's gonna be HD models and textures in the game probably soon, and the free camera, and you know, motion controls for the bow and slingshot and stuff, which is compatible with my Pro Controller's motion controls. So yeah, I'm looking to kind of replace Ocarina of Time. I could continue from where I left off, but I don't know. It's been such a long time. I feel like I need to re-experience the game from the beginning, which is going to be a bit messy, starting a brand new series, even though I did not even finish the game in the first place. But yeah, I want to replay through the game. Well, replay through the parts that I have played through, and then finally finish off the game for the first time. And another reason why I feel like it would be nice to replay through the game is because when I did play through the game, I played through the Ocarina of Time online mod with Jeremy. And the thing is that Jeremy kind of carried me for a lot of stuff. I mean, he did the whole Bigoron sword quest all by himself. I'm like, okay, cool, I have this sword now. I have no idea how Jeremy got it, but I have it. And he kind of, like, he defeated Phantom Ganon, which, before I did, and it kind of synced the quest, so, like, it continued the dungeon and I didn't get to beat him myself. So it's like, I don't know, certain things like that. I want to re-experience the game just on my own, and I feel like that would be nicer. And then with the 60 FPS and the free camera and stuff, I feel like that would be what would make me enjoy the game a lot more, especially because when I tested it out and I set the controls to be basically these controls, or the Breath of the Wild controls. You know, I made Y on the Pro Controller the attack button in Ocarina of Time, which does make the menus a bit weird to use, but I feel like it's worth it because it makes it very, like, I can use my muscle memory. Let's play with Impa for a while because we've been playing with Link the whole time. So it's just, yeah, I set the attack button to the same attack button, Y, and then I set the, not a jump button, the roll button is the jump button from Breath of the Wild, and then that makes it so that whenever I dodge, which also uses the same, like, dodge button, or like holding down LT or whatever, is the same as in Breath of the Wild. Whenever I dodge, I press the same jump button to like jump. And then as an extra little feature, I modified it so that whenever I press down B, which is the sprint button in Breath of the Wild, modified Link's walking speed in Ocarina of Time to make him walk slightly faster. So I basically like custom added my own sprint button, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I don't know, I feel like that I would definitely enjoy playing the game from the beginning, and if you're interested in seeing that, definitely let me know. It's not gonna be anytime soon. After I'm fully done with Tears of the Kingdom, which I don't know when's that gonna be, because Tears of the Kingdom seems like it's gonna be a game that's I'm gonna be spending like a whole year or more playing through. So I don't know, maybe when I finish through Final Fantasy VII, I'll start playing Ocarina of Time, because I don't know, I feel like Tears of the Kingdom was going to be a series that's going to go on for a long time. Oh, I love this ending. Dun, 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 dun. I remember replaying through Breath of the Wild and then beating a divine beast, and then this playing when the heart container is coming down. I'm like, wait, the winning theme in Age of Calamity is a remix of... I didn't know this was an actual song that was in Breath of the Wild. Oh, I gotta sell excess items. Just sell, like, the weak stuff, I suppose. I don't know. But yeah, when I finish Final Fantasy VII series, I'll start an Ocarina of Time series, like a brand new one. I don't know what I will call it. Maybe like Ocarina of Time Plus. So it's like different than my older videos of me playing through Ocarina of Time. But yeah, I cannot believe that most of this video was just me playing the first level. I've just been talking. It's not often I do a video where I'm kind of just talking. This is what happens when I'm excited about something. I'm just really, really excited for Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm kind of practicing a little bit. I'm trying to practice on how to like talk more in my videos and like commentate better, because stuff like, well, Final Fantasy VII is hard because it has like a lot of cutscenes and there's a lot of like stuff going on with the combat and everything. But for Tears of the Kingdom, I want it to be a series where I don't edit it as much, mostly just me like experiencing the game. And this is kind of my test for that, because I want to be able to, I want to learn to keep talking without correcting myself and then editing out like the part where I mess up, even though I did do that a couple times in this video. But I'm trying to get better at that. I'm trying to speak more like I would if this were a live stream, and I think that's the kind of vibe that this video has, because I just spent the whole time playing the very first level. I was just talking. This is weird because I've never made a video like this before, but Tears of the Kingdom is probably going to be like this, where I'm just going to be talking, and it's kind of nice. It's just like a nice chill thing. I don't even know what to call it. Just a nice chill type of gameplay video, even though I was mercilessly destroying hundreds of bokoblins with absolutely no sweat because it was level 1. But that was great, and I'm super excited for Tears of the Kingdom. It's definitely not going to be important to the story at all, but I would be really happy if they made like some sort of like passing reference to Age of Calamity in Tears of the Kingdom, just a tiny little reference. I don't know if the Zelda team will do it, but I would be really happy because I do really like Age of Calamity. Playing through Age of Calamity, I love Age of Calamity's story a lot. Like the whole story, it's very well written. The cutscenes are great. It has a lot more cutscenes than Breath of the Wild. It's like a whole movie if you watch through all the cutscenes, and you get to spend a lot more time with the champions. You get to spend a lot more time with all the characters in the past. It's not through memories. You're actually playing through this story, and that's one thing that Age of Calamity does better than Breath of the Wild, and I love Age of Calamity for that. I love the story. The story is great. I don't know. Zelda team has said this game is canon, but we'll kind of see. We'll see if they ever reference it in the future. I've really taken a liking to the playthroughs because I just like playing games, and then I like recording my experiences playing the games, and I'm just talking to you guys. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep doing what I enjoy and what isn't too difficult for me, because Minecraft and stuff, I was struggling to even upload once a week, and then now I had the Sonic Frontiers and the Final Fantasy. I have 2 series going on, and I've been able to upload twice a week for a while. I've been going on a good streak. I haven't missed a video in a while. Maybe every now and again I've missed a video just when I've really had like no time to record, and I have been getting videos late just because I've been editing them last minute, but I have been uploading twice a week. And yeah, I don't get that many views and likes and all that stuff, but I enjoy playing Final Fantasy VII so far, and I enjoyed playing Sonic Frontiers. I will return to Sonic Frontiers when the DLC comes out. I'm going to take a break from it. Until then, I'm going to focus on Tears of the Kingdom. But for now, I guess that is going to be the end of this video. If you like this video of me playing Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, where I kind of just played it in the background and most of the video was me just talking, I don't know, let me know if you enjoy these type of videos where I kind of just sit down, play a game, and I just talk about like anything. Because something that I've noticed while I'm editing certain videos is that like I'm not really talking that much. I'm not really adding much to the gameplay in terms of commentary. I feel like maybe if I talk more about like how I feel and like maybe even aspects of my life, if I have to go into that, or just basically however I'm feeling, I don't know, maybe if I do stuff like that, it'll be more entertaining and it'll make the videos more personal. I could try that out with Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know. We'll see. If you're excited for Tears of the Kingdom, and if you are looking forward to seeing me play the game, and if you enjoyed this type of video, which is very different than my usual type of video, then of course remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you know when I'm gonna upload a new video, and check out my other channels like TheAwesome Music for my music related videos that I upload every now and again, and TheAwesome Things for my random stupid things that I upload way less often, which is saying a lot, but links for everything will be in the description below, and I will see you later, Awesomeites. Goodbye! Ooh, first time doing the goodbye on this new camera.